I have a friend who has a sister who is um, very toxic to her family. She costs them a lot of money, a lot of emotional
Hmm.
distress, and she's manipulates people, and it's just very negative. And
Yes.
my friend, like, has a hard time accepting her sister, and she finds that being around her sister just makes her feel really negative herself,
Yes.
and she doesn't and whenever she tries to feel like grateful about things in her life, her sister comes up in her mind, and she feels like, ugh, like that person like is just marring my happiness, and
Yeah.
or my ability to feel gratitude. And so she wanted me to ask you
Yes.
if um, if you had any suggestions about how to navigate that kind of situation where
Yes.
you have a close family member who's very difficult to
Yes.
be with.
Yes. First thing is, we have to be strong. We are the master of our life. All the people are objects. We are the subject. We have the control. So if you build the strength, everyone would listen to you. For that, one has to practice yoga or meditation or any kind of awareness that keeps you strong. Second thing, we are always subject to influence from outside. This is what we are doing is called satsang, so that you are lifting up your spirit. So going out in the world, if you go into negative environment, you will be overpowered. You go to positive environment, you will be overpowered. It's like a hot water and cold water. The mixture of it makes lukewarm water. If you are cold water in a large proportion and small amount of hot water, you will overpower them, and vice versa. So everything is about our inner strength. Other thing is, if she knows about non-attachment, to be non-attached, that relationship of subject and object. We are the subject and we are connected with all the objects. So that string is called attachment. If you're attached, they will control you. You are less attached, they won't control you as much. If you pay attention to them and react to them, you will be controlled much more. So, really, to ignore them or cut down the attachment, the string, and that requires cultivating, getting out of that environment. Other suggestion is affirmations. Any thought, anything is negative, to counteract, we have to use affirmation. Hate, use affirmation of love, compassion, so that we can overpower that. And that also requires practice. When you are in a relaxed mood, you put those affirmations, so stays in the background and builds your strength. Because what we are controlled by subconscious impression. Other thing is the memories, like practicing mindfulness, like not reacting. Whatever her sister does it, she has past memory. So already she's prepared with all the previous background. So really act in the present, live in the present, and don't judge. But all this requires practice, cultivation. Say is easy to say. So being in the positive environment, keep away from negative people. When you are with them, have more compassion for them, you know, and build up more strength, so that think about that other person who is hateful and all this, feel compassion for them, that you don't judge them, instead of forgive them. Just simplest example I give is, if you somebody bumps into you and you get mad, are you blind or something? And the person says, yes, I'm blind. What would you do? You have compassion because you realize the person is blind. But this is my sister and I expect more from her. So that makes it worse. When you expect nothing from someone else, and we don't expect from stranger, but we expect from more from relative, and this is the result of attachment. So there is all kind of suggestion I put in this.
Thank you, Shanti. I know that one thing that she has trouble with is that the sister has a negative effect on the family members, and she doesn't like she feels like she wants to protect her family members, and she feels angry at the sister for everything she does to the family members.
Again, it comes to dharma, performing your duty without attachment, not expecting so much from others. Only we can do whatever we can do, and then we surrender the consequences. All this comes from attachment. Like, I did this, I want some kind of result. I want to help others. That is also ego. So all this requires cultivating. And fundamental point is, we are the center of the universe. We are the one who allow others to push us around. If we are strong, people won't push us around. If you are at the center, you won't be moving, though the world is moving. Center of the wheel. All these are philosophical aspects that needs to be understood and digested. So, like, you are practicing yoga, so you can understand this concept. But to a stranger, need to explain much more. If she likes this philosophy, I can join that Zoom. She asked me, and I'll send her a link that I can explain there. But in the meantime, you can explain this to her.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, does that answer the question?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. And let her know. I'll send you the link. So I have to put it on YouTube because I don't know the other way around. Okay.
Okay. Can we stop recording now?
It's already recorded. I will